Vacation should be a relaxing time. For me, the last vacation I took is the reason why I don't go on them anymore. If I need some downtime, I close my blinds and stay at home. I was in Miami and out in a club with a couple of friends of mine. We had arrived that afternoon. I was 21 and ready to party. We hit a couple of bars and ended up at a club. Clubs aren't really my thing, but I was so drunk that I didn't care. I just wanted to dance. I was dancing on the dance floor with a guy. He was quite handsome. He said he was from Cuba, and he was asking me a lot of questions about my life, my work, and relationships. I was quite flattered as he was a really good looking guy and he was being really kind. The next thing I know, I'm waking up, hogtied in the back of a car. Through tears and a panic attack, I attempted to shout towards the driver, who was absolutely the man I was talking to in the club, but he had duct taped my mouth. I couldn't see out the windows, and we drove for what seemed like forever. Until eventually we stopped. My heart was pounding in my ears. I was crying so much that I couldn't see anything anymore. It was just dark. I could hear him get out of the car, and I could hear him talking to somebody. I didn't know what the hell they were talking about or what they were going to do, but I'd never been more terrified in my life. All of a sudden the door opened and I felt two hands on my feet as the man dragged me from the car. I hit the ground outside. It was painful, it was gravelly, and I waited for what was going to happen next. The man he was with had a balaclava on and appeared to be laughing. He was pointing and laughing at me. I couldn't hear what he was saying. He seemed to be speaking another language, but he was laughing. Out of nowhere, I heard the screech of car tires, and I felt the lights from headlights on my face. The two men bolted, the Cuban man and the man in the balaclava. They sprinted right into the woods beside the parking lot we were in. My face was down on the ground. I turned my head in the direction of the car, and I saw a man walking towards me. He untied me and took the duct tape off my mouth. I was in the middle of a panic attack, shaking, crying, screaming, but eventually I calmed down and told him what happened. It turns out I was drugged. I was only about 15 minutes away from my hotel, and when I turned up, the police were there with my two friends. They were hysterical. The man had seen what was happening and had driven into the parking lot to intervene and help me. If he hadn't have shown up, who knows what would have happened.